The next step of planning your project is to speed it up if necessary. So you've worked out the critical path and you've added a safety margin on. And the question then is it too much? Is it longer than we've got? Is it longer than we're allowed to have by our boss or our customer? Now, if it is too long, we've got to speed it up. And there are really three ways we can do this. The first is to throw money at it. And money can be people, putting more people on it. It might be working weekends, shifts or whatever. It might be even paying a different type of person to come in and do the work, like consultants or something. So there's money up. The second way is quality down. So you could do a slightly worse job. I never like that option, but sometimes it is an option. And remember that that could include scope. So you might, for example, build a slightly smaller building, but just as good quality. Or you might have fewer beds in your hospital, but just as good quality beds and doctors. So we've got money up, we've got quality and scope down. The third option is overlapping. So sometimes you can overlap tasks. You can start the second one before you've finished the first one. This usually involves risk as well as complication and hassle, but overlapping is definitely an option. Now, when you're using all three of these or any combination of these, make sure that you still keep a safety margin on your project. So imagine if you had a 20-week project and the safety margin took it to 30 and the customer said, well, I need it in 25. You can't just take out half your safety margin because then your 25 is just a promise that's not going to happen. So you have to bring the 30 down to the 25 by money up, quality down or overlapping. So what you're really looking at in a way is a 15-week project, but with 10 weeks of safety margin added on again. So you've always got to have that safety margin, even on a project that has been reduced in length. And by the way, reduction in length is known as crashing. So when they talk about crashing a project, that's all it is. It's money up, quality down, or overlapping.